Hello, I'm your host Jared Kendall, and welcome to Tech Talk with Mr. Jeffery Collins. And this week we will be discussing network computer security. Now, the way you get in touch with us is either by phone, and that number is 870-879-0784, or on the right hand side of the YouTube video, the live stream, there's a place where you can talk to us via chat. Or after the show, if you have any questions or comments about the show or just any questions, you can call that number or reach us by email. And that email is techtalkforum@gmail.com. And this is my host, Mr. Jeffery Collins.
Hi, everyone.
How you doing?
Good to see you, man.
All right.
I'm trying to sign in right now to YouTube.
That's okay. We're going to just continue to go on. Again, we're talking about network computer security. And a lot of past shows we talked about different kind of security, home security, computer security, and this show is about the network. Some of you may be wondering about network security. One of the things I do know before Mr. Collins gets started is one of the ways you can protect yourself. A lot of people, we leave our computers on while we either at work or away from home. One of the things you can do to keep hackers from getting into your computer is simply just turn it off. That way they can't access any of your information. Some hackers are real smart. They can get into your modem and wreak havoc on your credit. You know, they can charge things if you like to pay your bills online. So you want to be careful, you know, about just leaving your computer on, leaving the devices on, and things of that nature. And without any further ado, again, Mr. Collins.
Great to be back.
Yeah.
It's been about 2 weeks, so and we've had some very good shows already this year.
Sure.
We're looking forward to this, to the end of this year. We'll have even better shows, and we want to basically really be a conduit of information to you all, our audience and our customers, to provide all of the knowledge you need to really make good decisions with regards to purchasing technology, how you can save money
Right,
with the utilization of
sure.
technology. We want to provide all that for you through this show. And again, just ask any questions you may have. You can call us again at 870-879-0784, or you can leave a message on our YouTube on this show tonight, like Jared has told us, on the right-hand side of the chat window. And also you can text us at 870-879-0784 also. Tonight's show, I thought we'd focus on computer network security. So the first question that someone may ask is, well, what is a computer network? Well, a computer network is more than one. Basically, the simple term is it's multiple computers connected together. So if you have two computers, that could be a computer network,
Right.
basically, whereby you can share files, you can share printers, cameras, you name it. Everything that's connected to the network can share other resources from various computers on the network. The biggest computer network in the world is the internet. The internet provides a link
Right.
to all the computers that are on the internet. Everybody's connected.
Right.
So basically, that's a computer network. Security on a network really starts with the computers themselves. I mean, if the computers themselves aren't secure,
Right.
then your
Yeah,
network's not secure.
For sure.
So it's essential, as we said many times in the past on earlier shows. You need to get a good virus and malware protection on your system. That's the first thing.
Okay.
To protect your system, protect your network. And again, we offer a service whereby we'll guarantee that your system is free, your network is free, and your computers are free of viruses and malware. Just call us again, 870-879-0784, and we'll talk about some various packages we offer to do that for you in your business. But basically, the key thing is get that software on your system, or have a service that's going to keep it free of that malware and viruses, because that's typically the most prevalent source of theft in computer networks, are these viruses and malware.
Right.
They're basically, go ahead.
Well, what I was wanting to say is, for a lot of people that don't know about network computers, one of the things, I think that would be great for our viewers to know that, that you can do a home network to where all the computers are linked together, kind of like at a business, but in a home, and then you can really actually see what your kids are doing, and I think that would be one of those things that you probably, well, I know Mr. Collins does that, so, that would be one of the things that you might want to look into.
Absolutely.
And then not only that, another little added bonus to one of the things that we have here at the computer station is our Ring Central phones. When your kids are using a phone, if you wanted to kind of manage what they're doing or who they're talking to, you
can track that.
You can track that with the phone system.
Right.
So keep that in mind.
Absolutely.
And believe me, it's at a
very good price.
Very good price. I think it's like $30. Am I right?
So
so for one phone, but if you added two,
$60 a month. Yeah.
But the added security you get with because nowadays kids, they get online and they're using the internet. Well, with this phone, they can text. You can text them.
Yes, that's right.
And still have that added security of knowing that whoever your kids talk to, even if they don't have a cell phone, this phone would be great for your home. I know most of the time, when we install them, it's for businesses, but it would be great for your home.
At your home as well.
And even a small business, if you have a business at home, this would be awesome because it has so many features that you could use that would probably make your business just
that is
really
true. Yep, you got the e-fax.
It would springboard your business.
That's right. You got the mobile app where you never miss a phone call. Yeah. You got the e-fax, so therefore you need a fax anymore. You save money that way as well, and you can get your faxes instantly on your phone. You can see
and then I think it's more business, and people respect you. Knowing that you have these features on your phone.
That's right.
And one of the features that I like is the onboard operator.
Auto attendant.
Auto attendant.
Yes.
So
press 1 for
right.
2.
So that that would be one of the things also at your home that you could have into this phone.
Yes.
And then as well as text blast. Am I correct?
Yeah, you could do texting with this service as well, so the phone service. And again, and my phone is tied into the network. It's a device on the network as well. It's an internet device, internet-based device that's connected.
All right.
But
there you go.
When you're talking, you made me think about the various forms of networks. You can have a wireless network, or you can have a wired network with Ethernet cable, or you can have a combination of the two. Yeah. And that's what we have here at our office. But a lot of offices are doing that. They'll have a wireless network where people come in with their laptops. They can get online that way. Yeah. Or at the desktops, they have those wired in, hardwired. Okay. The downside of the wireless is, in some cases, if the business is pretty big, the signal, you may get a poor signal in parts of the business. Okay, but you can use access points as well to basically, or repeaters in a sense is what they are. They will amplify that signal for you in areas you can't reach. But getting back to the security side of the network, again, The individual computers need to be secure first. And now that you got those secure, we need a firewall. Well, what is a firewall? Firewall prevents just anybody from walking up, just like in your house, you have a lock on your door. So nobody can just walk in on you. Yeah, that's right. So that's what a firewall does. It blocks requests from the outside world, from the internet. It blocks them, but it'll let information go out because that's the information that you're requesting.
Right.
And then if you request it to come back in, it'll flow through. So most of your routers, basically every router will have a firewall, and that just needs to be enabled on the system. And it's something simple we can do, or we can tell you right over the phone on how to do that. If you have wireless, you're also going to want to set up a passcode to get into the wireless network as well. A lot of people leave that wide open.
Right.
And with no password, so anybody driving by the business or home can get access to your computer network.
And a lot of people don't know that, because I know, I'm not going to say the area, but there are certain areas in the city that I've traveled in where the internet is open. They don't have any kind of security on it.
Right.
And I guess because of the neighborhood they live in, they feel pretty secure that nobody's going to come in. But my thing is that would make you more of the prime target, being in a nice neighborhood, because that's generally the rule of thumb. You get more relaxed just because of where you are. And nowadays in this day and age, because it doesn't mean that you're safer, it just means you live in a nice neighborhood.
That's right.
So that's why I think like you were saying, the firewall protection, always have a passcode for pretty much everything you do online, because if anybody decides to get in, at least they have something, an obstacle that they have to go through to get to what they're trying to get to.
Absolutely. So that firewall is critical as well for security of your computer network. And the final thing I want to mention was something basic. It's really basic. You need to, within your computer network, if you have especially with a business, basically you have a domain controller, which gives users license basically to use the network, to get on that computer and to access all those shared files and so forth.
Okay.
That you need to have that set up whereby it's periodically changing, asking the users to change their passwords. Okay. And that's important because somebody
and then a lot of I noticed
they may have given it out to somebody and so forth, and that person could be unscrupulous and be about
because if you notice, I mean, I know a lot of our viewers travel a lot. At hotels they periodically change their security codes to get in to whatever their internet service is. So I'm like the general rule of thumb, if it works for a business, why shouldn't it work for me?
Absolutely.
If they're trying to protect something, then why shouldn't I want to protect my, my investments?
That's right.
My
that's right.
my credit cards, because most time we are big people of, shopping online, paying bills online, and things of that nature.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
When you start getting off into that, you start putting credit card numbers in,
that's right.
and then hit save, or Windows will ask you, do you want to keep this?
That's right.
And then you say yes, and then somebody's like, yes, thank you. So, that's one of the things that you always want to be careful of.
That's right. Protect that username and password.
Yeah, so.
And that goes for your email as well. Because they'll get in.
Oh yeah.
Into your system. I had one customer. She lost all of her emails. Someone went in and wiped them all out. And was using that email to send malicious emails with malware and viruses in it.
And I've noticed. I don't know if you noticed here recently. I know it goes on probably once or twice a year where hackers, they try to get into your Facebook account and stuff like that, and they hack Facebook.
That's right.
Yeah, and it seems like it's starting to get more frequent. Yeah.
That's right.
So if you just can remember that if Facebook is easy to hack, think about how easy it is to hack your own computer, your home computer. You know, keep that in mind.
Absolutely. And again, let me mention, I mentioned this in an earlier show,
Mm-hmm.
Windows XP is no longer supported. So you need to get those computers, if they have XP on them, out of your network. Because that's a hole that they can get through that Windows XP operating system.
Okay.
So hackers can bore through that or get through the Windows XP system to hack into your network, basically,
Okay.
and gain access to it. So you need to get you at least a Windows 7 machine. I would say we have some of those here, Windows 7 refurbished computers for a great price.
All right. And that's what I want to talk to you, tell our viewers about,
Yeah.
that, during this tax season, you may not want to buy, per se, a brand new computer. You want to
Yeah.
save some of your money for something else. You might want to purchase a car, whereas you can come to the computer station on Olive Street
Yes.
and buy one of
Yes.
the refurbished computers.
Or just starting at $100.
Starting at $100.
That's right.
And this is a way you can get Windows 7.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll be up to date.
Yes.
And I think that would be one of the things that you would want to look into, versus buying a new computer, unless you're just doing something just spectacular on the computer.
Yes,
that,
yes. That requires more resources.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But generally
for the home use,
yeah.
yes, it is great.
And most of the
Even
time,
for businesses, you could use it as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I know most people, they try to use it for things like Facebook.
Oh yes,
stuff like
they'll
that.
handle
So
all that. That's right.
this is one of those computers
Absolutely.
that you would be very happy with.
That's right.
Once you get it. And
That's
get it
absolutely.
home.
Come by and see us at 3020 South Olive, and you could even take a look at it.
And we have somebody's trying to chat with us.
Okay. Yes, we have greetings from London.
Wow. Okay.
London, England. He says, well, he has a question. He says his father refuses to buy nothing online due to his kind of fishing, I always try to tell that there are some secure ways to buy things out there. Can you tell me some advice to take the fear out of him? Well, basically, on the internet, you see that little, there's a lock at the bottom, typically on the web page. When you see
Right.
that lock,
Yeah, that secure lock.
It tells you that web page is secure,
Right.
and it has some form of encryption. So when you put that credit card number in, it's not just going to go across the straight numbers. It'll be converted into some other form,
Right.
and then decrypted on the other end, so
Yeah.
they'll know exactly what it
Right.
is. So that's a way to protect your father. You tell your father he's protected in that way from hackers stealing his credit card number.
Yeah. And let me say this too.
Thanks for the question.
Yeah, and let me say this too. One of the things that you may want to get your father to get is a PayPal account, because they protect you against things like this. So, and a PayPal account doesn't cost you anything to get. You just add one of your credit cards to it, and it's secure. It's a secure site. Whatever you purchase, it goes through PayPal, and PayPal doesn't leave your credit card number out there. They have, I think it's like 3 or 4 different firewalls that they actually go through, so it's a secure use of commerce that
Yes.
most people use.
E-commerce. Mhm.
Yeah, and most of the time people like PayPal because it's worldwide. So that may be one of the things you probably want to share with your father.
His name is Pedro Garcia.
All right.
Pedro, hopefully we answered your question. If you have any other questions, let us know as well. He asked this question right from the chat window. Wow. From London, England. We on the internet,
Yeah,
right? YouTube.
that's right.
Worldwide.
So Pedro,
Great question.
again, we thank you.
Great question.
And if anybody else has any questions before we sign out,
You can
Yes.
call us also
Yeah.
at 870-879-0784 or text us at the same number, 870-879-0784.
and just remember again, we do have computers refurbished at the computer station, And most of you all pretty much know in our city that we're located right across from McDonald's or what used to be Bonanza. Um, you can just come into the little square and you'll see the sign, computer station, and
Yes.
just come in, and Mr. or Mrs. Collins will help you and getting that computer to your car.
That's right. And that Pedro says, thank you guys. Thank you, Pedro, for
No
that
problem,
question.
Pedro.
And we offer a nationwide service. I know we're in Pablo, Arkansas,
Right,
but
right.
we're national.
Yeah.
And we can also get international with some of our service, like our phone service. Ring Central, I think, is in the UK as well. So Pedro, if you know anyone that's interested in this phone system, they can use it there in London, England as well. So let us know. If you don't mind, you could just call us back with your phone number, and we can discuss that. And if you know someone that wants to purchase the system, we'll give you a finder's fee as well.
All right. It's all about getting
That's
a little
right.
money.
That is.
But we still have a few minutes left, and I just want to say, as far as security, again, we also offer home security here at the computer station. You know, that may be another avenue that you want to look into, you know, during this tax season, because right about now you're buying things that are real expensive, and you want to protect your investment. You know, one of the things people do when they buy big appliances like big screen TVs, things of this nature, they put the boxes right outside. You know, they don't break the boxes down. That's a definite no-no.
Yeah.
What you want to do is break those boxes down so nobody will know what you have in your home.
Yeah.
You know, it could be something just as small as a PlayStation 3 or whatever the case
Absolutely.
may be.
Yeah, you don't want to.
You know, you don't want to get them any invite to want to break into your home if you don't have, you know, any kind of home security. You know, and now we have home securities now, systems to where there are video cameras attached to it.
We provide
So,
that service. Yes, absolutely.
you know, this is one of those things, you know, that, you know, if you're away from home, you know, it'll send the video to your phone. You know, that might be one of those options that you would love to have, you know, with that security system. There are so many things that, you know, security systems do now, you know, from fire. If you have a fire, it'll automatically call the fire department, call the police department.
That's right.
You know, the ambulance, you know, if needed. So, again, you really want to think about, you know, again, this tax season, you know, maybe coming to the computer station.
Yes.
And checking out what we have.
Absolutely. Well.
And with that being
said, we don't want to keep you guys any longer.
That's right.
We try to keep it to 30 minutes. And,
right. But our next show is on February the 11th. Same time. At our regular time at 7
o'clock. Yes.
Yes, 7 p.m. That is.
Have to delay it a little bit today.
Right. And one of the things, again, I want to probably share with you all is anytime that you have a topic that you want to talk about,
absolutely,
just leave us a message at Tech Talk Forum, or either call us, and we'll try to get things set up to where it's beneficial to you. We want to help out the community as well as worldwide, whatever the case may be. You know, this is a show that me and Mr. Collins came up with to help out the community as well as you know, the world.
That's right. Absolutely.
If at all possible.
Yes.
You know, anything that we may have that may benefit you.
Yes.
As you know, as things that you may want to know, just call us.
Yeah.
And again, that number is 870-879-0784. And my name is Jared Kendall, and this is Mr. Jeffery Collins.
And thanks again, guys.
Yes.
We went international today.
All right. And we'll see
Pedro.
you 2 weeks from now, Thursday at 7 p.m. And thank you.